here. Thank you.
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm wonderful. And you were saying about Linda Evans in your intro. I thought she looked magnificent.
Yeah,
I liked it much better than the old hairdo.
Did you really?
Yeah, I think she should stick with it.
Yeah. Now I saw you in the dressing room. You had your hair in a ponytail. Now it's down. You changed your mind.
No, actually, that was, I couldn't do anything with it, and Savannah was crying, and we ran out the door and said, I'll do it there, and I have no idea what I'm doing.
10-month-old little baby with her, and we'll meet Savannah and your husband Bill Overton in a minute.
Yes.
But you're in town. You were in here for last night's NAACP Awards.
Yes, the 27th Annual Awards Banquet was held last evening, and they called me a couple of months ago, asked me if I would MC it and if we could talk to Mayor Bradley to see if he would come in and be the keynote speaker. And Bill and I do work with the mayor in Los Angeles, and we gave him a call, and he said fine, and he was wonderful last night.
Was he?
Sold out house.
You know, for all of your success, you have given an awful lot back. You have a wonderful project up in Maine, don't you? A farm?
Yes.
You and Bill are involved together with?
Yes. Actually, I should not take credit for it. It's Bill's dream, and it's his idea, and he started it about 11 years ago, and we've been developing it along the way. And within the last 4 years, it has come into fruition where we've actually had young people from the Boston area come up and spend some time, a week or so, on a cultural exchange, and basically to get their inspiration and learn that dreams can be possible. And so many times we are limited with the experience that we give to our young people, and in today's society they end up separated from the family unit in so many different ways that I think it's important, and Bill does too, and it's a dream that we have to let them know that anything is possible. We show them what we're doing with the farm, with the land. We take them to paper mills and show them how lumber is processed, and we take them to dairy associations and we show them the milking process and all of that, and they get a cultural exchange with the children from the rural community too. And they are changed individuals at the end of the week because their spirits are lifted, but more than that, they have some type of meaning as to what they're going to do with the rest of their life.
I think it's wonderful, especially because you did not lack family when you were growing up.
Not at all. No, I have a very strong family unit, and I love my parents for that. And I've always said I wish I could raise my daughter as well as they raised all of us, 6 of us.
Yeah, it's amazing. Your mother always said to you you'd be something special, didn't she?
She did. She never gave me a hard time about wanting to do unusual things. The school system always said you grow up, you be a housewife, a nurse, a teacher, or a secretary, and that's basically it for young ladies. And there's so much more that life has to offer. And every time I went outside of that norm, my mom said, that's okay.
Oh,
that's okay, because I know there's something for you.
Your first big break. Laughing.
Yes.
Was that, well, was it what, looking back, what you would have chosen as your first break?
I didn't really care what the first break was. As a matter of fact, when I look back over my career, I think that I'm tremendously blessed. I never expected the success that I have today. I
Why
expected
not, Jane? Look at you and listen to you. I mean,
well, when I was a kid, I never thought I'd leave Ohio.
Well, I never thought I'd leave Indiana, too, so that makes 2 of us.
But
was it a good first break? Did it set you well for the standards you want for your career?
Well, you know, there is no such thing as an overnight success. Everything is a step along the way, a step in the right direction. And it was good for me, but I learned a lot about the business. I was out in Los Angeles for only 6 weeks, and I got my job on Laugh-In, and ended up then working on the Dean Martin show for 2 years as the Dingling sisters.
Well, interesting you weren't typecast that way, though, because the move to NFL today, you couldn't have been a dingling and gotten that job. In fact, Brent Musburger said it was you or no one.
That's very true, but there was 7 years in between those 2 jobs, and that's what a lot of people, they saw me on the NFL Today, and they thought that I had just broken into the industry.
Wow.
But nobody really knew who Jayne Kennedy was before that, and that's one of the reasons that I wanted to get the job. Number 1, I love sports. Number 2, I thought it would make a name for myself in the industry, and it did just that. And a lot of people, they say, oh, I watch you every morning on the NFL Today, but I haven't been there in 6 years, so I know it was effective.
It was effective. You do so many things. You're an interior designer, you are an actress, you and Bill are in business together, you're a producer, and you're also a mom.
Yes.
Is there enough time for you? You have this...
No.
I thought maybe you were one of the few of us that could say yes.
No, as a matter of fact, your evening magazine, one of the magazine shows last week had Debbie Allen on it, and she said, forget the beauty parlor, forget the toenails, and I really related to that. But
maybe part of the reasons, or 2 of the reasons, are walking in here. Come on, Bill. Bill Overton. This is Jayne's husband, actor, businessman, and Savannah.
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 Yes.
Savannah's 10 months old, right? Oh, Bill, can you put a microphone on? Do you mind? It's right behind you, Jayne. You got it? There you go. She was walking all over the place. Has she just started this?
No, as a matter of fact, she does not like to sit still at all. She walks everywhere, and I had her on a talk show in Los Angeles. She stole the show. She was walking back and forth on the sofa and taking everybody's microphones.
Oh, that's great.
Actually, she can do push-ups on command. She can sing. Her initials stand for Standing Room Only, Savannah Ray Overton.
You know, meeting the three of you this morning, it seems like you kind of have it all. You are working together. You are beginning a family together. Bill, it's a good match. It seems that way.
Yeah, I feel very fortunate.
Yeah.
Very.
Talk about some of the things you are doing together, producing, and you've got plans for television series and a couple movies.
Well, coming from here, coming from Boston, Massachusetts, I've learned that you can do anything if you really want to. So what I'm trying to do is get the maximum out of myself, get the maximum out of my wife. She's a very creative person. We both are. So you mentioned the farm. The farm is a modest facility, but by raising dollars to get heavy equipment, you can teach people how to use the earth. I mean, we all have to build somewhere, whether it's high-rises in downtown Boston or to grow food in the outskirts. So what we're trying to do is culturally bridge some gaps. I've learned a tremendous amount from the farmers in Maine. They've learned a tremendous amount from me, who basically was raised in the city. And it's a fantastic experience. Jayne creatively has a lot of talent, and I do as well in terms of interior decorating and developing. So I'm forcing the issue. We have some opportunities.
You're developing condominiums up there too, aren't you?
On Lake Christopher in a town called Bryant Pond.
That's great.
I wish I could say the telephone number over the air.
I bet you wish you could.
The ads in the Boston Globe on Sunday. Marathon Development's the company. I'm putting the plug.
Do you hear your daddy? Do you hear him, huh?
13 units, 6 are sold. Come on up.
Oh,
But what we did was we took that picture that you just saw was an old clothespin factory, and it sits right on the lake, and so we're renovating it. And I've always wanted to get into interior design. I felt that would be my career if I wasn't in show business. So I'm having a ball.
Oh, yeah.
And he's doing his dream, and it's coming true.
Do you get enough time with Savannah because both of you work so hard together?
She goes with us everywhere.
Yeah, it makes so much
She's
sense.
got her hammer. She's a carpenter. When we do renovation work, we just let her go in by herself and tear up everything.
Yeah, a human demolition machine. 10 months. She is beautiful.
But she's a good-natured baby because we've taken her around with us ever since she was about a month and a half old. And I do work with the American Lung Association to try to get expectant mothers who smoke to quit smoking.
Oh, it makes so much sense.
And we want to do a lot of good in that respect. And so I take Savannah and I say, look at this healthy girl.
Oh, is she ever
Don't you want a healthy little baby? And so, oh, you like that? You like that look? See?
Can you see yourself?
See?
See the baby?
And I found that they listen, they respond, and a lot of the people that I've been talking to are young and teenage mothers, and they say that, oh, you see yourself? Yeah. They say that nobody ever told them that smoking can be detrimental to their baby, to their unborn fetus, and it's been responsive.
I just congratulate you. I think you really are doing so much good for so many people, and keep up the good work, Jayne.
Thank you.
I think you found your niche. I think you found where you belong, and it's terrific.
Well, I think that I've been aided in many ways, first by God's hand in what he always puts in front of me, and since I do have this opportunity, and I've always felt this way, having the right husband is very important, and having the right father for your children is very important. And I've learned from being in the Boston area how many people here in this community have helped to make this person what he is today.
Oh,
so I wanted to thank everybody in Boston that had an input in making him a perfect man for me.
I think it's terrific. Thank you.